Before we jump in, if you love smart basketball breakdowns that go deeper than the box score, this is exactly the place for you. Make sure you're subscribed so you don't miss what's coming next. Now that's how you close a brutal road trip. The Lakers wrapped up their 8-game stretch away from home with a statement win in Brooklyn, beating the Nets 125-109 on their own floor. And honestly, the final score doesn't even tell the full story. For long stretches of this game, it felt like a mismatch. The Lakers led by 30 for most of the night and even flirted with a near 40-point advantage at one point. From the opening tip to the final buzzer, this was control. Pure control. Yes, it was Brooklyn. No one's confusing the Nets with a contender right now. But winning the final game of an exhausting 8-game road trip and doing it this convincingly matters. A lot. The Lakers didn't just survive this one, they dominated it on both ends of the floor. The first big takeaway starts with pace. The Lakers absolutely ran Brooklyn off the court. They finished the night with 31 fast break points, and a huge chunk of that came from LeBron James. And let's pause on that for a second. A 41-year-old LeBron was out here sprinting the floor, finishing in transition, and throwing down dunks that looked straight out of his Miami days. He didn't look like a veteran managing his minutes. He looked aggressive, engaged, dangerous. And it wasn't just LeBron. The entire team committed to pushing the tempo. Even Luka Doncic was running lanes, which tells you everything you need to know about the mindset tonight. One player went, everyone followed. That's how the Lakers built their massive lead. Quick decisions, early offense, and relentless pressure before Brooklyn's defense could even get set. This wasn't about fancy plays or hot shooting streaks. It was about energy, urgency, and intent. The Lakers came into this game knowing they had a chance to end the road trip on a high note, and they took it without hesitation. And here's the thing, this was only the beginning. Because from here, the night gets even more interesting. There's no need to overhype the opponent. It was Brooklyn. But context matters. Any road win is valuable. And when it comes at the end of an exhausting 8-game road trip, it carries real weight. The Lakers closed this stretch with a 16-point win that felt far more lopsided than the score suggests. At multiple points, this game looked like a 30-point blowout, even flirting with 40. And what made it refreshing was how they did it. This wasn't a shooting clinic. The Lakers only knocked down 7 threes all night. They didn't block a single shot. Yet they controlled the game with discipline, effort, and defense. Active hands, smart rotations, and physical pressure disrupted Brooklyn's rhythm from the start. It was a reminder that dominance doesn't always come from highlight plays. Sometimes it comes from doing the small things consistently, possession after possession. After the game, much of the conversation centered around professionalism, leadership, and preparation, and naturally, that brought the focus to LeBron James. Teammates spoke about the example he sets every single day, the way he prepares, the time he invests in his body, and the standard he holds himself to after more than 2 decades in the league. There's a reason he's still impacting games at this level. And if he truly wanted to, many believe he could keep playing even longer. That level of consistency doesn't happen by accident. Another major storyline was the return of Austin Reaves. After more than a month away from the court, he finally checked back in, and you could feel how much it meant to him. He admitted the time off was mentally challenging. Sitting on the bench, watching games, feeling disconnected, it wears on any competitor. But once he stepped back onto the floor, the energy returned, the joy returned. Austin spoke about taking a cautious approach to his recovery. There were nights he wanted badly to play, moments where he felt close but didn't quite trust his body yet. This time, he did, and the result was encouraging. He moved well, attacked the basket confidently, and didn't shy away from contact. Physically, he looked stronger, something he credited to spending nearly the entire month lifting and working on his body. An injury forced him to slow down, but he used that time to improve. More importantly, Austin emphasized how he fits into the bigger picture. With stars like Luka Doncic and LeBron James drawing constant defensive attention, his role becomes about making the right reads, attacking advantages, and keeping the offense flowing. Basketball, in his words, isn't about individual effort. It's about connectivity, pieces fitting together at the right time. The coaching staff echoed that sentiment. From their perspective, Austin looked like himself again. The shots didn't all fall early, but the movement, decision-making, and confidence were there. And as the Lakers continue experimenting with lineups, having another healthy, versatile playmaker changes everything. This team isn't perfect. There will be ups and downs. But with bodies getting healthy, roles becoming clearer, and everyone pulling in the same direction, the foundation is starting to show again. And from here, the questions only get bigger. As the night went on, it became clear this game wasn't just about the score. It was about rhythm, trust, and the direction this team is quietly moving toward. One moment that summed it all up came from Luka Doncic, officially credited with just 1 assist. But anyone watching knows the stat sheet didn't tell the story. Tossing the ball off the backboard to set up a teammate doesn't count as an assist anymore, apparently. Still, the intention mattered. Luka wasn't chasing numbers. He was playing free, trying to make the extra play, and even setting up a highlight for LeBron and the fans. That mindset says a lot. From the coaching perspective, the focus wasn't on individual stats either. The priority was structure. Rotation stayed mostly consistent, with one clear goal in mind: getting Austin Reaves his planned 20 minutes without disrupting the flow of the team. The game script made that decision easier. With the Lakers in full control, the staff simply checked off the box. Get Austin his reps, keep everyone else in rhythm, and move on. That was the plan going in, and it stayed the plan. Now comes the bigger opportunity. With this road trip finally behind them, the Lakers are heading into a stretch they desperately need: home games. It's no secret they haven't been great at home this season, and they know it. But after weeks of constant travel, schedule disruptions, and awkward back-to-backs, this stretch represents a reset. A chance to settle in, play in front of their own fans, and figure out exactly who they are before the All-Star break. And that timing matters. Since the Denver game, the Lakers went 5-3 on this trip. That's not dominant, but it's meaningful. Especially considering the context: injuries, trade rumors, lineup changes, fatigue. This is usually the point in the season where teams either find momentum or fall apart. Last year, this was around the same time the Lakers started to build real traction. They're hoping history repeats itself. Health is the key, and Austin Reaves' return plays directly into that. Some wondered if him starting the second half signaled a permanent lineup change once his minutes restriction is lifted. The answer? Not necessarily. That move wasn't about declaring a future starting five. It was practical. It was about managing minutes and keeping flexibility late in the game. No hidden message, no long-term commitment, just smart planning. Behind the scenes, Austin's recovery wasn't just physical. Confidence mattered. Being medically cleared doesn't always mean feeling ready. And over the last few weeks, the coaching staff made a conscious effort not to pressure him. Everyone knew the questions were coming about contracts, the trade deadline, future roles. That noise adds weight, especially for a player who's likely headed toward a significant payday in the near future. Trusting your body again is everything. What stood out most was his strength. On multiple drives, Austin absorbed real contact at the rim, not glancing bumps, but solid hits, and finished through them. That's not accidental. He's stronger than he was last season. The work he put in over the summer showed early, and the extra time in the weight room during his injury only added to it. The performance staff leaned into that, building him up even more over the last 6 weeks. When Austin gets downhill now, he's not just crafty, he's sturdy. That combination changes how defenses have to play him. And when you factor in Luka and LeBron commanding constant attention, that strength becomes a weapon. Advantage basketball. One defender commits, another rotates late, and suddenly the floor opens up. None of this guarantees smooth sailing. This team will still have off nights, bad stretches, tough losses. That's the NBA. But what matters is direction. Right now, the Lakers are getting healthier. Roles are becoming clearer. The effort level is consistent, and most importantly, everyone appears aligned: players, coaches, staff, all pulling toward the same goal. They've survived the grind. Now comes stretch where answers start to form. And the next few games, that's where things could really start to get interesting.